Allah Yahweh, Bashem Masha, Malak Yahshua. Let's give an honor to the Most High God and to His Son, Yahweh Shah, who was inwardly called Jesus Christ. We got Soldier Donovan, we got Soldier Ratatak, we got Sis helping us on the back camera today, man. So all praise to the Most High. Shabbat Shalom, the brothers and sisters that's going to tune in today. Y'all let us know if y'all can hear us. If we got to be a little louder. I know it's kind of hot in the building, so we got the air on. Even if we got to cut on the speakers, y'all just let us know if y'all can hear us. I know Officer Barakai, you in there. Let me know if you can hear me, y'all. But Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. The title of the class is How to Know the Most High Doeth These Things. How to know that the Most High doeth these things. It's kind of a tongue tie. But we kind of coming into this truth. We want to know, how is the Lord real? How is the Lord able to do all these things? How is one person able to control the whole earth and the things beyond the earth? That's kind of been on my spirit. I was kind of leaving I asked Bruce in the chat this week. I was like, hey, what y'all been going through? You know, didn't get too many responses. And so I was going through some classes. I had 2 lined up. But I'm going to tell you, with my experience, what I went through this week, and what I just talked to Officer Yaakov, even right before this class, it kind of confirmed what the class should be. So it's just a how-to and how to know that the Most High doeth these things, right? Let's see. I want to get a quick preset real quick. Like, man, let's go to Isaiah. Oh, man. Shalom, Sister Adaya. Shalom, Abraham. Sister Genesis. Shalom, shalom. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to chapter 45. Let's start at verse. Matter of fact, let's start at 40. Let's go to 43 and 10. It's like Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10. It's going to be our first precept. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Mary Houston. Brother Daniel out there in Houston, man. How everything going down there? First precept, Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Here are my witnesses, said the Lord, and my servant, whom I have chosen, that he may know and believe me and understand that I am he.
So guess what? This is the Lord literally telling you these things. He said, you are my witnesses. Saying to the children of Israel, if you jump up to verse 1, and he said, and my servant. We know Israel is the only servants of the Most High God. We know that the Lord had different heathen kings fulfill his will, and ultimately he has the heathen fulfilling their wills. But at the end of the day, the servants that the Lord has called from the beginning has always been Israel, right? He said, ye are my witnesses and my servant whom I have chosen. That's another precept, right? And it said that you may know and believe me, meaning that we got to believe on the Lord, right? Coming to this truth, was kind of half-stepping with the Lord. We believed that he would kill us if we was in sin and iniquity, but we really, truly didn't believe it. Like, oh, I know he would, but he didn't do it to me now. Or, I know this is wrong, but, you know, the Lord loves me, right? But he said, I want you to understand, I want you to believe me, right? He said, there was no God formed. Oh, so like read it, my bad. Like he said, understand that I am he, right? Knowing that, hey, he's the one who does all these things, right? Like the title of the class, read.
Before me, there was no God formed.
Read that again.
Before me, there was no God formed.
So guess what he said? Before me, there was nothing. No, what they say, the mother God, the queen of heaven, there's nothing. It was just nothing. Now, when the Most High Yahweh came into the scene, now that's when you get Genesis 1 and 1. Now that's when you can get to read the Bible. That's when you get Christ, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That's when all these things, the heathen, that's when you get all of these things, right? But it says before him, there was nothing, right? Read.
Neither shall there be after me.
So guess what? If the Most High just so happened to just say, hey, I'm going to go take a break on vacation, nobody's coming to fulfill that spot, man. Guess what? Christ is going to do his role accordingly, but he know he'll never supersede his Father, right? So read on.
Verse 11. I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior.
And guess what? This will get a lot of people riled up. See, how can Christ be a Savior? And he said, there's no other Savior but me. You got to think about it. Who gave Christ the authority to save people? Who gave us the authority to save people? Think about it. Christ is going to be the one just sifting and killing when he comes back. We the ones that's really trying to pull your bodies out the fire, according to Judah. Chapter 1, was that verse 17, 18 on that. We the one trying to pull you out of that fire before it's too late. We the one that the angels rejoice at when we get another brother or sister that clear from them arid ways and follow the law, statutes, and commandments. They said there's no other Savior, right? There's nobody else that's going to save us except the Most High and the Son of Mashiach.
Because like even like with the Old Testament Israelites, they'll use this precept. And many other precepts talk about, see, God said he's by himself. Ain't no such thing as Christ. But then you got multiple precepts like what in Proverbs 30 and 4. Hey, what is his name and what is his son's name? Man, ain't no getting around that.
Exactly. You even got to think about it. Say it in Daniel, he's going to raise up the Messiah. See it in Obadiah, how he's going to raise up saviors, plural. How Samson was the savior. Ehud was the savior. Moses was the savior. You got to think about all these people that were literally called savior in the Bible, right? But it says there's no other savior but me, right? Read.
Verse 12. I have declared and have saved.
Read.
And I have showed when there was no strange God among you.
Read on.
Therefore, ye are my witnesses, said the Lord, that I am God.
Man, he is really standing on what he's saying. He said, when there wasn't no other strange God, it was I was there. Guess what? Even when there was strange gods, I was still there. You're not going to miss the Lord with anything, man. Because some people try to count his slackness, man. He's not slack concerning his promise, man. But read on.
Verse 13. Yea, before the day was I am he.
It said, yea, before the day was, I am he. So before you had a day, you had the Lord. Read.
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
And guess what? Hey, that's a shot to you Edomites until you heed it, man. Y'all can try to do as much as y'all want. Y'all not taking this out the Most High God's hands, man. All you bastards, all you people going contrary to the doctrine, all you people who don't believe in Christ, guess what? Christ himself literally quoted this precept. He said, the ones that you giving me can't nobody take out your hand. Come on now. Read on now.
I will work, and who shall let it?
He was going to do what?
I will work.
The Most High does what?
I will work.
So what makes you think that brothers and sisters ain't got to put in no damn work in this truth? Because I'm going to tell you, man, that's something that's just been on my spirit real heavy. Like, hey, I've been all praise to the Most High, man. Building we getting taken care of. I picked up on my arms in the building, making sure that we continue to build the ministry. But at home, it's been getting harder to read, harder to study. You know, I'm keeping my praying going. I'm keeping these things going, but you got to keep all these things, right? The Lord said he wants you to do all these things at once. Like how he said in Deuteronomy chapter 11. And all praise to the Most High, he just keep my spirit going throughout all these things, right? I constantly meditate and dwell on that Psalm 51, that prayer that David made to the Lord. Don't take your Holy Spirit away from me, man. While I'm going through my trials and tribulation, just continue to deal with it. He said, what is that precept? You talking about what we're reading right now, Brother Abraham? We're reading Isaiah chapter 43. We started at 10, and now we at verse 14. Well, 13. We're finishing at 13. But it says, I will work, and who shall let it? Because the Lord said, hey, if he working, you know damn well we got to work, man. And that's something, hey, this is what I need. I'm telling you, this is through the Spirit of the Lord. I won't even have this in my class or nothing. The Lord's showing me, hey, you got to pick your ass up and keep going, man. We getting too damn close to the end, man. Too damn close, man.
Like even like now you got precepts saying man don't work, man don't eat. That's not going into like the physical work when we got to go into captivity to the plantation. That's also going into the works that you put into this truth. Right? Hey, man don't work. Hey, if he ain't putting no type of work into this truth, hey, he ain't gonna get nothing out of it. He ain't gonna get no type of increase, man. Because we know that the Most High God, He considered his word to be water. He considered his word to be a robe. He considered his word to be milk and meat and all types of different things, man.
That's right.
So, hey, you gotta break it.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you, man, the Lord hear the prayers, man. And that's how you know the most I do with these things, man. I just do a prayer to the Lord. I say, hey, Lord, just start giving it back to me, peace by peace. Because during the week, don't get me wrong, I still read throughout the day and I still go through the precept with the brothers throughout the day. But I want to make sure that I'm still reading, whether it's I'm reading from the front to the back or maybe I'm in a certain book at that time. I just prayed to the Lord and said, Lord, just allow me to read a chapter a day right before I go to sleep. Because it was days I was going to sleep and I didn't read a chapter right before I went to sleep. I like to meditate on these things while I'm going to sleep. I'd rather be left than me on my damn phone. Now this week is slowly. I've been tired as hell. But it's like as soon as I get to that bed to read, he give me enough energy. He give me that 10, 15 minutes to read my damn chapter or two and then take my ass to bed, man. And I'll praise the Most High for that thing, man. I just please pray continue to increase me like that and allow me to continue to do the work, man. But read on, verse 14.
Verse 14. Thus said the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, for your sake I have sent to Babylon and have brought down all their nobles and the Chaldeans, whose cry is in the ships.
I mean, that's through the Lord's power, just to show you that He's the Savior, man. Read on, man.
I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus said the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea.
Look, I'm glad you kept reading it, because I'm telling you, I'm reading down like you would. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea, and a path in the mighty waters.
Think about during the time of Joshua, going into Jericho, even to the time of Moses when he split the Red Sea, right?
Read, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together.
Read.
They shall not rise.
Read.
They are extinct.
Guess what? They talk about the damn dinosaur. That's what the Lord did to y'all ass, man. All y'all damn pride, all y'all damn weapons, y'all kings, y'all nobles, all these other things, man. He said y'all extinct, man. Come on, y'all the ones that we find at the bottom of the water. Y'all talking about y'all find T-Rex and a pterodactyl. I'm gonna say pterodactyl because you know it's a P at the beginning. Yeah, we just found nigga. We found the king of Egypt at the bottom of the ocean, man. Y'all the ones that's extinct, man. Read on, now.
They are quick as toad.
Man, I'm telling you, man, all praise, man. Let's get into this a little bit, man. I kind of want to touch on different aspects of this, of the Most High doing these things, man. The first aspect I want to go on just to show you what the Lord will do to you, to do it to you. I mean, He do it to you for a reason, man. It's either He'll deal with you or you not, man. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 5. Hey, Officer Barakai says Zion need to be quiet. I'm gonna have to kick you out of class, bro. Keep being loud. Suspended for an hour. But Hebrews chapter 5, I'm not, it's like chapter 5, 12 and 5. Dyslexic, y'all. Not dyslexic, I just read in the Hebrew. It's the opposite way, regular. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 5.
Yeah.
And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children.
Read.
My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
And I'm going to tell you, man, I really love this precept. Because I'm going to tell you, man, brothers been getting chastened like a mug. Not even just me, not even just I. But I'm going to tell you, man, across the board, I'm going to tell you, the group chat been going crazy. And I told the brother, I said, bro, the Lord is chastening all of us with one thing that we all need right now, and it's money. I'm talking about the Lord been killing the Israelites' pockets right now, bro. I'm talking about if it ain't one bill, it's another bill. If it ain't this, it's another bill. Guess what? We just finished helping the brother put up right here. Damn, brother, damn thing fell off right here. I was literally on the phone with y'all cold today. No lie. I was telling Brother Abraham earlier, but I was talking to y'all cold. And I was checking, he was, because he needed a little help, a little alms. So, brothers and sisters, y'all want to help send to the alms? Hey, when I tell you this money is being greatly used right now, today, if it ain't been using more greater, it's using at a great time right now. But he was like, yeah, he kind of needed a little bit more extra change to kind of fill in on the bill. I was like, well, shit, shoot, let me check my account. I checked my account. I said, I got $500. I said, yeah, I'm going to get in touch with my wife and I'm going to go ahead and do all this thing. Then I looked at my credit card. And I said, I said, I'm good on that. I don't got to pay that to the 14th. He said, well, today is the 14th. I was like, damn. And I kind of thought about it. I said, damn, my truck payment due. So I had to send $467, $60 away. So when I got through sending the money, I looked back at my account. I got $50. What the hell? I was like, well, I'm still going to help you. I'm like, but it might not be a lot now, but I told him, I said, hey, you want to see a magic trick? You want to see a real life magic trick? Just pay a bill and watch your money disappear. I'm telling you, bro, but I'm going to tell you, bro, we can't despise the chastisement of the Lord. Don't faint with these things, man. I'm talking about taking joyfulness and gladness and keep it pushing, man.
That's the whole thing. These bastards taking money off your card. They issue actually the cards if you got direct deposit. They know what your information is anyway. They taking money out that mud, knowing rent is due in about 3 weeks. Yeah. You're trying to connect that money up. So yeah, I think man. At the same time, Lord love you, the chest. That's my favorite piece.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, I can go through all these comments of the brothers and sisters who commenting right now. I know Sister Daya needs some money to get the laptop fixed. I know Brother Abraham just had to pay that fee to get the car out. Sister Mary Houston, I know you got a lot of grandchildren, so I know some coming out of there. I know I just got off the phone with Officer Barakai about these things, man. And I know Yaakov, whenever you get in here, just brothers in general, man, sisters. Everybody is going through some type of hardship right now, man. But yeah, man, but I'm telling you, all praise to the Most High, because guess what? Whom he loveth, he chasteneth, man. So if we all getting chastened as a congregation, guess what? The Lord's still dealing with us, man. He ain't bugged us out, he ain't put us over here, he ain't put us over there, man. And all praise, man. We're gonna keep taking it, man. Go ahead, I'll pull it. Yeah.
You already know, man. Going to Haggai 1-6. I wasn't even gonna get it, but we got you, man. Since we're on this subject.
Man, so they the Most High doing these things, man. And who are we to go against it, man?
Hey, we got to accept both sides of it, man.
That's right.
It's like how we got to, accept, the salvation of all people. We got to accept the destruction of all people. Some of our people as well.
That's right. Book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Because even when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, man, this is all that in a nutshell, man. Hey, you do all that sowing, like whether if it's your jobs or if you're in the garden, like I did, doing landscaping, whatever the case may be, you sowing much, but you bring in little. Go ahead.
Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Hey, because I always bring out, man, Daddy be mad in the mud when it's one piece of chicken left, and then, hey, once he get home from work, ain't nothing left, man, because the children are, hey, pissed off. But go ahead.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Hey, man, then even with that barbershop movie with Eve, she was pissed off whenever they drunk all her apple juice, man. About who stole my apple juice or who drank my apple juice. But go ahead.
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Hey, man, you know how we do with the hand-me-downs, man. So now from generation to generation, we got that same old shirt, man, but got holes and everything. Go ahead.
He that earneth wages to put into a bag. He that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
I know that touch everybody's, spirit and soul, man. So that joints and marrow as well. Like in the comment section, you gotta think about it. We try to put all the overtime that we can in, and then it just so happens all your bills are due on that same week. Like you just got paid, the next day it's gone. Man. Got 0.00 in your bank account. You try your best to save, but hey, these curses is for real, man. That's how we can identify that we're the people in this book. That's right. The Lord love you, He chasts you. Let's see, man.
Let's go back to that. Man, I'm telling you, my brother said, man, I just got a job too. Good job. It's 60 hours a week. I looked, I said, damn. That's a good job. How do you have to work 60 hours a week to make a living, bro? Like, it's ridiculous. I'm just like, damn, man. But that's what we gotta do now. Guess what? Hey, it's just a curse that's on our people, right? That Haggai 1:6.
Hey, Hebrews verse 7 in Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. It said, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Like, better get right, man.
Consider why he chastening you. Hey, is he chastening you because he ain't dealing with you, or he gonna give you over to your own ruin? Or is he chastening you to get your ass together and get back to doing what he needs you to do? But he said the world may never know, huh? Read that Hebrews 12 and 5 again, man.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation was speaking unto you as unto children.
Read.
My son, despise not thou the chastity of the Lord,
Read on.
nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Read on.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
It's literally what we were just reading, right? Read on.
And scourging every son whom he receiveth.
Come on now. Guess what? He whooped every one of his children whom he bring in, man. You can't be a child of the Most High God and he ain't never whooped your ass, man. That's just straight like that. Read on.
If he endure chastity,
If you endure it, though, right? Read.
God dealeth with you.
God dealing with who?
God dealeth with you.
I'm gonna tell you, man, this is a mighty precept. Just think about it. Think of the Lord dealing with you. As much as you were wicked back in the world, and the Lord dealing with you. On that, this kind of just put these things into perspective, man. The Lord is dealing with you. The Most High God, the omnipotency, is dealing with you, man. That's why he whooping your ass. Let's put it into perspective, man. Read on.
If he endure chastity,
If you endure this ass whooping, if you endure all the trials and tribulations, all the things that come upon our people each and every day, guess what? Wife might be getting on your nerves. Husband is getting on your nerves, drooling like a lion. She might be nagging at the mouth. Children doing too much, talking, loud, disobedient, disrespectful.
siblings,
Guess what? Siblings, parents, cousins, auntie, kinfolk, whatever the case may be. If you want to do all the things that you're going to do, right? Read.
God dealeth with you as with sons.
Guess what he did with you like you one of his in his fold, man. Think about it. Think what he did to his son. His son got a right hand spot right behind him in the kingdom, man. Just think if he did with you just like a son. Guess what? You got a spot right in the kingdom. You probably not the right hand, but you the right hand's right hand. You see what I'm saying? I'll take it. But read on.
For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?
Man, come on, man. But this day and age, a lot of people don't chasten their children. A lot of people don't whoop their children. Kind of, hey, stop doing that. They might just, oh, look at him. He being so silly. No. Whoop that baby ass, man. That's like a rhetorical question. What child doesn't, what child what father has a son and don't chasten him? Don't show him the ways. That's a bad dad. The Lord would not be a good Lord and Father to us if he didn't whoop our ass for the wrongs that we did, man. But read on.
But if he be without chastisement,
So guess what? If you don't get your ass whooped, whether it be in this truth, whether you're trying to come in the truth, or whether you choose to stay your ass in the world. Because we got a lot of people that watch our classes, maybe watch our camp videos, but don't want to keep commandments. Think about it. We have scoffers. We have people who don't believe in the faith. We have people that don't believe in the truth. Yeah, some people who's falling out the truth as we speak. Guess what? If you stop getting chastised, right? Read.
whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards.
You bastards, man. Man, a bastard, man, look that up. But I remember when I finally looked up what the word bastard meant, it kind of hurt harder with me because like, why would you call me? Let me look it up. Make sure I'm not wrong. You don't got a damn daddy. You a bastard. Damn daddy walked out on there. Illegitimate. Fatherless. Misbegotten. False. Inferior. Irregular. An unpleasant or despicable person. But it says of a thing no longer in its pure or an original form. And that's tough, man. So if you're a damn bastard to the Lord, He's not even claiming you no more. The Lord don't want to claim you on His taxes next year, bro. The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Come on, man. The Lord don't. Man, come on, man. The Lord don't want no more of your fruits. He don't want no more of your prayers. He don't want nothing from you. He wipe His hands with you. It's like you turned 18 and kicked your ass out the door, man. Let's think about it. All the heathen, they bastards by choice. Well, now they bastards by force. By force, man. We choosing to be bastards by choice, man, by reason of our own ignorance, right?
Yes, it was even a video I had seen on YouTube. I had posted on my Facebook. A couple of brothers and sisters probably seen it. But the lady was basically saying, I raised my children without their daddy. And then she dancing, and then she had like two or three, four other her children twerking right behind the man, and all of them were males.
3 males shaking ass.
But they are bastards, man.
Come on, man.
Because she over here trying to teach them that stuff, and hey, the dad ain't nowhere to be found, man. That ain't all you think.
I'm gonna tell you, it don't matter how great you are as a wife. You can't teach a man how to be a man. You can't teach your son how to be a man. It's just plain like that. You're gonna need some type of guidance, some type of rule, some type of correction. Because the mama ass whooping, the daddy ass whooping is two different things, man. Mama whooping your ass because hey, you messed up and I have to do it. Daddy whooping your ass because he's trying to save something that he can see in you. The daddy see that demon in you. He see what you're gonna be if you don't stop. Because guess what? He should run around with the same type of dudes, man. Oh man, like we gotta get serious with these things, man. They am going crazy with these precepts, man. Y'all check. I'm gonna check out some of these precepts. I ain't gonna forget about it. Y'all look at some of these precepts, man. I'm more than for sure all these is going into the class. We'll read that last verse, man.
Verse 8 from the top. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards, and not sons.
Read on.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh.
So we done had actually earthly fathers, man. Read.
Which corrected us, and we gave them reverence.
So guess what? When our daddies whooped our ass, and I know I got a lot of whooping from my father. I got some great ass whooping from my father, right? I reverence my daddy, like, hey, I know I'm not gonna do whatever you want me to do, Dad, I got you. Because I don't need my ass whooping, right? I still got a lot more after that. But hey, you made me respect them more. But read.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Come on now. He said, you reverence your earthly father. How much more me? I'm the father of all these damn spirits, man. I make that damn dog bite you. Come on, man. I'm talking about I make that damn chihuahua get on your ass. Guess what? I make your life a living hell. I don't gotta whoop you physically. I can whoop you spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Shit, physically is just a mere battle for the Lord, man. He want to get you in here. He want to mess up your thinking. He wants you to think like, damn, I need to come back ASAP for the Lord looking me out right now, man. Guess what? How much more? It said and live, man. We already know. But read on.
For they barely for a few days chastening us after their own pleasure.
But guess what, man? Because you didn't fulfill what they told you to do, right? They say, hey, wash some dishes. You might have didn't wash some dishes. So they whoop your ass. Hey, go wash your ass. Because, hey, we didn't go take baths, right? Guess what? You don't take a bath. Now they whoop. You know, boys is boys. That's just what it is. Now, the girls, I don't know what y'all did. But, hey, I know almost every man on the earth and in this class and in the camp has done that at least once. I know I've done it once. I just came outside. I didn't want to towel. I went to get on the game. Turned on the water. Didn't go in there. Got out. Put water on my head. I was a little kid. Guess what? Ass whooping, right? Be in the bed, whooping. Captain Yard was in here. If you cook your fish too long, straight to jail, right? Right to jail. Right away, right? But it said for a few days, right? Because we're only on the earth for not that long, right? It said chastise for our own pleasure, right? Read.
But he for our profit.
Because think about when the Lord is whooping our ass. He whooping your ass so that you can get right for the kingdom, for the second wilderness, for the things to come. Guess what? He might make all of us go through this poverty and this somewhat feel like a famine just because when this stuff actually hit, we're not fazed by these things. We don't faint, we don't waver. You're like, well, shit, I ain't had water on for about 2 weeks. I'm cool. I made stuff do. I made it work. Oh, I didn't have food in the house for about almost a month. Shoot, I ate about once every other week. You know, every Sabbath, I ate every Sabbath. I was fasting 6 days out of the 7. I was cool, right? Think about these things, man. The Lord could be chastening us for a higher purpose, man. But read on.
That we might be partakers of his holiness.
The holiness is of his kingdom, man. Of that spiritual power and spiritual gain, of those spiritual bodies, man. Last verse, read.
Verse 11. Now no chastity for the present seeming to be joyous.
Guess what? I'm going to tell you, these ass whoopers do not feel good. The Lord tells you straight up, hey, they're not meant to feel good. He said it might not seem joyous. Guess what? The Lord said, take it with joyful cheerfulness and gladness of heart. But guess what? He said, I know it ain't joyous, man. I know the ass whoopings don't feel good, man. But you got to take them. No pain, no gain. Come on, man. What Betty White say? I mean, Betty Wright. Man, Betty Wright. We're not talking about that damn Edomite, man. It said, now no chastity for the present seeming to be joyous, right? Read.
But read.
Man, it hurt, man. I'm tired of getting whooped. I'm doing right, Dad. What's going on? You ain't doing good enough, right? But read.
Nevertheless,
Though, read.
afterwards, it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness.
Man, I'm going to tell you, man, that's a mighty fruit right there. Because righteousness, you covering all aspects now. There's the righteousness, we know Deuteronomy 6:25, that's the commandments. And now that you got the commandments, and the Lord open up everything for you, right? Read on.
Unto them which are exercised thereby.
Exercise. Meaning you have to work at it. The Lord keeps saying work. Work. I feel like I'm making a yard 2.0 class. Put your hand to the plow and work, man. Because that's what the Lord requires us to do, to exercise in these things. Work. If he's working, guess what? He wants you to do the same thing, right?
You gotta think about it. Like even like he said, it's gonna be a peaceable fruit. Like he look at us as fruit as well. Like green olive tree and all these different type of things. When you first plant something, hey, that bud, it'll start to grow, then it may die, then it might stop growing for a little bit. Well, not die, but like lean to the side. Then you water it some more, then it get back up, then it go back down. And eventually, hey, that thing is spread up to be a beautiful thing, man. And that's exactly how the Most High God look at us, man.
Right. Just like my damn bell pepper. Very proud of my bell pepper. Bell peppers be up one day, they be down. They got holes in them, and then they don't have holes. It be hot, it be cold. It's still growing, little by little, but hey, it's progress. Let's get another precept on that, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Let's get a curse on it. Because the Lord said, hey, it might not be joyous, but it's grievous, but guess what? You got to take it. Don't complain, don't faint. Because when we do complain and when we do faint, guess what? He's going to put us right back into these curses. Every time. He's not going to fail. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 47.
Bring it up.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So guess what? If you choose not to take this chastisement joyfully and gladness of heart, right? If you choose not to take whatever the Lord has given you in this truth, in this world, whether it be your family, whether it be your captives, whether it be your sisters, your soldiers in this truth. If you choose not to take none of these things, joyfulness and gladness of heart, the food that you get on the feast days, this ain't good, this ain't enough. I need more. Oh, this building ain't good enough for me. If you choose to not take none of these things with joyfulness and gladness of heart, right? Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Well, guess what? The Lord gonna keep your ass at work all the time, man. The Lord gonna make it real hard for you to get back up to that building that you so despise, man. He's gonna make it real hard to come to class every Sabbath. He's gonna make it real hard for you to try to study now. Guess what? Because serving your enemy, you can serve him how? By working for him, by learning his ways, by guess what? Even helping him teach certain things, right? He'll bug you out. Since you don't accept what the Lord gives you, well, guess what? Let the heathen give you everything, right? Let Satan couple up with Esau and they give you all your desires, man. Right? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Because best believe the Lord doing this thing, man. Guess what? He'll give you up to your own desires. He said, whether him like it, him get it, right? Read.
And hunger,
Read.
and in thirst,
Read on.
and in nakedness.
Guess what? Come to these feast days. You be hungry. And guess what? You get fed. Come to these feast days. You be thirsty. You get something to drink. You come to camp. You get clothes. So we come to the other feast days. We give out clothes. Now you ain't got clothes. Now you ain't got on fringes. Now the water you had every Sabbath, the water you had every week. Now you ain't got the water. Living and physical. Now the hot food that you used to eat every new moon, every Shabbat, well not the hot food, but every food that you eat on the Shabbat, on the feast days, now you congregating by yourself. Now you don't got all that food. So guess what? Now you out of the truth. You eating back, eating pork. You're not even celebrating these feast days no more. The Lord will do whatever He seems fit for you, man. But read on.
And one of all things.
Come on now, whatever you want. Guess what? Go to the white man for it, right? Go to Elam for it. You want your hair to grow? Don't pray to the Lord. Go down there with Yang Mean. Go get you some of that. Guess what? You ain't got to wear it. You want to get you some money, go to Esau. You want to go, a lot of people go to church on Sunday. Go over there to TD Jakes or something. You want to go to a Diddy party? Definitely go to TD Jakes. You want to go, hey, you want to go find something? Go to Harry Hines, right? The Lord will give it to you, man. And the one of all things, right? Read.
And He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until He hath destroyed thee.
And I'm talking about that's thus said the Lord, man. You're not going to play no games with no brother, no sister. Guess what? I'm not just saying that to y'all. I'm saying it to my damn self. Because we can never take these things for granted. Brothers and sisters shouldn't expect, oh, this brother always brings this. He need to make sure he bring this. If he don't, I ain't going to say nothing to him, but I'm going to look at him some type of way. This brother should always be on a damn grill. Why is it 7 o'clock and I get here fashionably late and the grill ain't going? Well, brother, maybe it's up to your ass to get the grill. Damn, this sister always have some friends. She always have clothes for me. She always reaching out to talk to me. Why she not hitting me up? Well, sister, maybe you need to hit the damn sister. Guess what? Some of these things are need be, man. Some of these things need be, but guess what? When you start serving your own desires, you start going away from your God, you give you over to the heathen, man, and to the enemy. And whatever they do is however you gonna move, man. And that's straight like they say, go put a yoke of iron upon your neck until He have destroyed thee. Now you a damn bugged out Negro. Now you hate where you at, so you choosing to go into sin. But guess what? Now you just finding ways to get kicked out of a camp, so that you can blame that camp for kicking you out. And now you, oh, well, camps is trash. I'm not in no camp no more. I'm gonna make my own camp. You make a reason because of the sins that you brought upon yourself. And hey, the Lord will do it to you, right? You're defeated with it, right? Let's go to Ezekiel. Go to Ezekiel chapter 7. Lock in there, bro. My stuff was getting smudged out, so I was rewriting it back in there. Go to Ezekiel chapter 7, and we're going to start at verse number 10.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 10. Read, behold the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod hath blossomed, pride hath bubbled.
Boy, you talking about Israel, man. But you think about it, like I say, he compares his fruit. He said, behold, the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod hath blossomed. Pride had budded. So guess what? Now all these things is seeping up. All pride, all wickedness, all maliciousness, right? Read.
Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness.
Read.
None of them shall remain.
Read on.
Nor of their multitude.
Read.
Nor of any of theirs. Neither shall there be a dwelling for them.
Read on.
The time is come that they draw near, that not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn.
Read.
For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Man. I'm telling you, man. Watch this. Jump down to verse number 15.
Verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence, and the famine within.
Read.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
So guess what? The Lord is doing these things. Why? Because we choose to go against our God, man. The top of my paragraph, it says the desolation of Israel. Now we know the understanding comes with this, right? If you read chapter 7, verse 1 on down, he's showing them, he's judging them for their abominations, whether it been idolatry, whether it been going against their God, whether it been not listening. Whatever the case may be, the Lord is bringing this harsh judgment on the people. You might look at it like, why is the Lord doing this to his God-chosen people? Why is he doing it to the people he ordained from the beginning to rule the earth? Because just think if the Lord handed out the kingdom on a silver platter. Man, we wouldn't be thankful for it. We wouldn't be thankful for it. I'm going to tell you, that's what Christianity is. They consider God to just be this weak-ass man that is going to give it to you on a silver platter, man. You ain't got to work for it. You don't got to keep no commandments. Everybody can make it in. Just come to me, give me your money, give me your little children, and get the hell out.
You are delivered to do all these abominations.
Exactly.
Jeremiah chapter 7.
Come on now. Come on now. We can do whatever we want, and the Lord gonna still accept me, right? Because the Lord said, come as you are. Well, nigga, you started off pure. Why you come to me dirty? You was an Israelite. Why the hell you coming to me as a damn Muslim? Man, come on now. A lot of people wouldn't. You don't want to come as you are to the Lord, man. But we read Matthew 22:9. Somebody came without a wedding garment. He came as he was. But guess what? What happened to him? There was a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. Come on now. Read on now. Verse 16.
But they that escape them.
So if you escape this famine, this pestilence, and the sword, right? Read.
Shall escape. It shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys.
Read.
All of them mourning, every one for his iniquity.
Because guess what? If you make it away, guess what? You might so happy to get away from that thing, right? And you go on in these different nations, different kingdoms. Like, hey, but guess what? It's gonna be a lot of mourning. You're gonna be paying for a lot of your iniquities, right? Yeah. Read it.
Verse 17. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
Man, come on now. That's where you get that same weak as pond water, man. Down there shaking in your boots. Think about these things, man. Think about when all these trials and tribulations come on people. The Lord do these things, man. So why faint? Why get weak? So don't be like, oh, my sin, my sin. Guess what? Own up to your sin. Man up. Take it cheerfully. Be like, hey, be like David. Lord, I have sinned, man. Guess what? Literally, be like David, man. David fasted. He warned. Guess what? He was like, man, I got to seek the Lord 10 times harder, man. Like it's saying Baruch chapter 4, I'm going to say verse 26. He said, hey, if you fall seek the Lord 10 times more, man. Come on now. But read on.
Verse 18. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads.
So like it's Baruch chapter 4. I want to make sure I don't tell you. I don't want to tell your brothers and sisters wrong. Baruch chapter 4, and I'm going to say it's verse number. Oh yeah, verse 28. So like, so not 26, verse 28. Let's go back to that Ezekiel. Read 19.
Verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord.
Man, because let me tell you, man, in that day, everybody who got all this money, this happened back then, but best believe it's going to happen now. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The people that's caught in the field, think about that. You caught all in the streets. Guess what? You literally in the middle of World War III. You're getting killed by the sword. And all the people that's inside the cities that's hiding, guess what? Being nomads, being the pilgrims of the earth, it's going to be a lot of pestilence and famine. Now, this goes for the people that's rich. They're going to cast their silver in the streets. Their gold going to be removed, right? They said their silver and gold shall not deliver in the day of the wrath of the Lord, man. You can't buy your way into the kingdom. You can't buy your salvation. You can't buy humbleness, meekness. You can't buy a good wife. You can't buy a righteous husband. You cannot buy obedient children in the day when the Lord comes, man. Read on.
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their mouths, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Damn. Come on now. Read on now.
As for the beauty,
Matter of fact, jump down to verse 21.
verse 21, and I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey.
Come on now. He's going to give us into the hands of the stranger. These are all the things that the Lord is going to do to us. And we got to understand, damn, the Lord literally does his things. But I'm showing you the bad part of the Lord to show you how you get on his good side too. Because just how the Lord can chasten you and whoop your ass and put you in captivity and put all these things upon you, he can deliver you out of captivity. He can give you the honor and respect that you deserve. He can give you all the things that you need. He can give you a kingdom. He can give you a king that's going to come back and kill all the heathen for you. There's two sides to this thing, man. It's life or death. I'm showing you death right now so that the Lord can, hey, through the power of the Lord, hey, we can show you what life is too. And hopefully you choose it, right?
Read, and to the wicked of the earth they may spoil. Another wicked precept.
And see, man, this shot's at Jerubbaal, man. I was going to pull this precept when we was asking questions about that Job 9 and 24, but I never got to pull it, right? But it says, for a prey into the wicked of the earth for a spoil. Read.
And they shall pollute.
Think about this. They're polluting the earth now. They're polluting the world of Israel. They're polluting the world itself. Think about what the wicked is doing right now, man. And why? It's because the Most High chose to do it. Why? Because of our iniquity, man. Our iniquity, right? Remember that. Read.
My face will I turn also from them.
Read.
And they shall pollute my secret place.
Think about these things, man. The secret places, our sanctuaries that we used to have. Holy Jerusalem, the temple. That thing is polluted like a mud now. Think about our Bible. It can't be touched, but it's been polluted by the way it's been taught. Think about it. You got Christianity. You got it's a whole lot of damn false doctrine, man. I can't even just sit here and name them all. Because all one way, shape, fashion, or facade and form, they all use the Bible. Whether they choose to make a new book and rewrite it like the 7-Day Adventists, it's still out of the Bible. The same way the Muslims, it all derives from the Bible. Any of these religions all derive from the Bible one way, shape, or form. But read on.
For the robbers shall enter into it, and the valley.
Read.
Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes.
Read on.
And the city is full of violence.
Come on, man. This is America, bro. This is literally America right now, right? Read.
Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heat.
I will bring what?
I will bring the worst of the heat.
Hey, so I'm going to bring the worst of the heat. I'm going to bring you the Doeth. I'm going to bring you the Antiochus, the Alexanders, the Trumps, the Boobies. These damn cops that's in front of the damn, these legislators, man, these governors. I'm going to send the worst of these dudes all on y'all. I'm going to send ham stanky ass. I'm going to send all these damn Chung Lees to whoop your ass inside these damn beauty supplies, man. I'm going to send the worst of them, right?
Read, and they shall possess their houses.
Come on, man. Y'all going to take our damn house. We built the White House and ain't now one Israelite been in the damn White House. We built America. Ain't none of us ruled America, not once. Come on now. We supposed to rule the world and we don't rule not a bit of it, man. We can't even rule our damn household nowadays. Come on now, women out of order, men out of the damn house. That ain't something that we can rule. I got a damn dog at home that don't listen to me. I tell the dog, sit down, just gonna look at it. Come on, man. The heathen have done these things all to us, man.
Better can't even rule your damn spirit.
I'm telling you, bro. You can't even rule your own damn self no more. Why? Because of our iniquity. Lord brought the worst of the heathen on us, man. Read on.
I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be devoured.
Read on.
Destruction coming, and they shall seek peace.
Guess what? When all this stuff comes, I'm like, Lord, please get us out of this. Come on, give us his peace. Read.
And there shall be none.
It ain't going to be a tiki-tata. There's nothing that's going to come here to save you, man. There's no salvation. There's nothing more to come. You won't have to go through that. You won't have to take it on the chin. Why? Because you did it. Guess what? Right now in our captivity, waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, working till the afternoon, getting out of work, have to go do these things at home. Have to go do this. By the time you get into bed, it's 1 or 2 o'clock. And you got to do this all over again. Why are we doing that? Because of our iniquity, man. So guess what? Hey, take it joyfully and cheerfully, man. Read.
Mischief shall come upon mischief.
Come on.
Hey, that should make you think about it in Isaiah 28, man. Precept before precept. He said mischief upon mischief, man.
If it ain't one thing, it's another, huh? Read.
And rumor shall be upon rumor.
Come on, man. Read.
Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. But the law shall perish from the priest.
Read.
And counsel from the ancients.
That's literally what we're going through today, man. Before we came into this truth, it was mischief upon mischief, rumor upon rumor. Oh yeah, you a Muslim, brother. You a Kemet. You Semitic. You this, you that, you that. And then you try to go to the ancient, the damn grandparents, great granny tell you that you just a nigga. Come on, man. Just a nigga, you go to work, you take care of your children, you die. And pray to God you make it to heaven while you eat this food. And we don't even talk about the churches, how the law goes, because the law is completely perished from these churches. And I'm going to tell you, this shows you what people are still in iniquity to this day, man. If the law is perished from the priest's lips, and we know the priest's lips should keep knowledge according to Malachi 2:7, I mean, hey, we just dotting the I's and crossing the T's as we go, huh? But read on.
The king shall mourn,
Read.
and the prince shall be clothed with desolation.
Read on.
And the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled.
Read.
I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them. And they shall know that I am the Lord.
Hey, man. That's how you gonna know the Lord do these things, man. He did it. He gonna put us through all of these things. Because he kept going on in verse 8. He didn't stop. I mean, chapter 8. But he said, I, the Lord, do these things. I want to show you that I'm the one who does these things to y'all. Why? So that y'all can acknowledge it and y'all can repent for these things.
Let's see, this the I guess you could say, well, really, it's reasonable. He's a just guy, so I mean, you do it, hey, whatever you do, that's exactly what you're gonna get out of it.
That's right.
So you can say that's the terrible part of the Most High God. Like I say, Nehemiah 1:5.
Yeah, that's a good precept for that. Helen exclusive 1 Samuel 2:6. That's in my class. That's literally what we're finna get into, right? But the book of Nehemiah, chapter 1, verse 5, it said, I beseech thee, O Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God. Who? The great and terrible God.
See, you got to think about it. Nehemiah knew what type of guy he served. Why you think he took it into his hands to go ahead and start smoking a lot of them niggas across their head and plucking out beards? Because he knew that if they wasn't in order, then he'll get that chastisement too. So that's why he was trying his best, you know. All things got to be, already predestinated and all these different type of things. Most of God, he got it written, how he got it written.
Let me tell you, man, the Lord is a great and terrible God, and Nehemiah was a great and terrible brother to a lot of people, man. And he was great for what he did, but it was terrible how he did them certain brothers, man. I'm talking about he whooped their ass, man. I'm talking about straight put them under, man. It's like verse 6. Okay. Oh, it's like the great and terrible God that keepeth covenant in mercy for them that love him, that love him, and observe his commandments.
Hey, man, that's another love precept. And then, hey, just let you know that he gonna still keep his covenant, even though he whooped my ass, he's still gonna keep his promises and all the things that he told us he's gonna do.
That's right.
So why not serve him?
Yeah. That's a good precept, Abraham, that Deuteronomy 1:30. I didn't have it in my class, but that's a great precept to add in there, man. I'm gonna pull it, but I'm gonna do it a little bit later. I ain't gonna forget about it. Actually, I'm gonna write it in. Good precept, right? Let's go to Exodus chapter 23, verse 20. Because we're gonna touch all aspects of this ass whooping, man. So we see how the Lord can bring it upon you. He can bring it upon you by the heathen. And now he's going to show you, he can even bring it upon you by his angels, man. We're going to touch all of these things, man. Well, Exodus 23 and 20. I'll go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 20.
Bring it out.
Behold, I send an angel before thee
Read.
to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
Read on.
Beware of him.
Beware of who?
Beware of him.
Read on.
And obey his voice.
Read.
Provoke him not,
Read.
for he will not pardon your transgressions.
So guess what? This angel right here is talking about Christ. Christ ain't gonna play no games, man. During this time when he was literally with them in Exodus, in the time of Moses, he said, hey, you provoke me, I ain't gonna pardon none of your transgressions. You dead on the spot, man. And my father gonna let me hate. Lord already know what I gotta do. So guess what? Hey, if the Lord don't pardon your transgression, you know the Son of Man damn sure ain't. And you gotta even think about it. Even with King David, when Satan made him cause the number Israel. And he said, well, King David, what do you want? You want this famine? You want the angel in your land? Or you want the heathen's compassion? He said, Lord, I'm going to let you however you do it. The Lord sent all three of them on him. That angel put in work, man. I'm talking about killed a whole bunch of them. Then he put the heathen, then he sent the famine. I'm talking about, hey, the Lord has sent an angel on you to chasten you, to put a damn strong delusion on you. Put a lying spirit on you, man. It's like how you do with Ahab in them, man. I'm talking about the Lord to do all these things, man. And you know damn sure he's gonna send Christ to us, man. That's why he's gonna come back the second time, right? But it's flip side to all these things, man. Let's get Proverbs.
For my name is in him.
Oh, so my name is in him, man. So guess what? The Lord is he, then guess what? Christ is him too. They're not one people. I mean, they're not just one entity. They're on the same accord, man. But Proverbs 16 and 7.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7.
Bring it out.
When a man's ways please the Lord,
Read.
he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
And guess what? This goes on all facades, man. This goes on every aspect, man. The heathen to be at peace with you. Guess what? If the Lord whooping your ass, you might feel like an enemy to you. He'll be at peace with you. Christ, the angels, they'll be at peace with you, man. If you do the first part, man, you got to please the Lord. How do you please the Lord? By keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Like today, and I'm talking about like last minute type of situation. You know, one of the supervisors, top kid might in charge. At the moment. He was talking about that he wanted me and a couple of my coworkers to come in tomorrow. But then, hey, every last one of us said, "Nah." I'm like, "This my Sabbath, so I ain't coming in." The other brothers, they said they ain't coming in because they got other stuff to do. But hey, the supervisor that's over us right now, she went on ahead and told him, like, because she told us in the first place, but she went back and told him what we said. He was like, okay, because I mean, by law we supposed to get 2 days off anyway, man. They don't really give us overtime, but hey, we with this Proverbs, hey, you can make your enemies be at peace with you. Because he could have went a whole other direction. He like, you can come in or you fired. But we keep the commandments. Once I got here, see it.
That's right, man. Hey, man, because that's the point. The point of the matter is, man, because we showed you how the Lord can whoop your ass and the Lord will do all these things to you. But at the same time, if you please him and you do keep his ways, he make these things at peace with you, man. Guess what? That bill might have been due today, but he might give a grace period to Monday to get it in, man. Oh, next week they system down for a week. Now you got a week to, you got an extra week to get these things, right? You never know what the Lord will do to you, man. You don't know what enemy. Because think about it, the Lord can use anything at his fingertips to be an enemy against you. He's the Lord of all spirits. You put a damn spirit on a rock to fall on your damn head or something. Bird to poop on your car. You just washed it. The Lord does all these things, man. I'm talking about he does all these things in decency and in order, man. The Lord don't play, man. Get this next precept, man. Hey, man, Pootie Poo finna get stoned, man. He finna get stoned without the congregation verified. Better come get him. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Chapter 2, verse 6, man. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6.
This book of 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6.
Bring it out.
The Lord killeth
Read.
and make it alive.
Read on.
He bring it down to the grave and bring it up.
But think about it. That's what the Lord is doing to this day, man. He's killing a lot of wicked Negroes. He's killing off the heathen. And he's making us alive, man. Take that baby over there, man. Baby in the spirit, huh? These are the things.
Let's precept for it.
Man, for real, man. Said the Lord kill it and make it alive, man. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. The things that we go through on a day-to-day basis, man. We right now, we feel like we at our bottom. We at the grave, right? But the twinkling of an eye, the Lord can bring you up. Think about it. You was just a nigga the other day. You was probably just in the world a year ago. And guess what? To you, it don't seem like it was long. Think about these things, man. That was a year. You've been alive 19, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Now the Lord got you in the truth, man. Just think about these things, man. You've been in the truth 10 years, but you've been alive 40. That's bringing you down from the grave and bringing you up. He brought you down from death and brought you to what you need to be. Read on.
The Lord make it poor.
Hey, what did he make us?
The Lord make it
The
poor.
Lord made us poor, right? But read.
And make it rich.
Guess what? What he takes away, what he take away in riches, he gives it to us in wisdom, man. Guess what? You might be poor right now physically, but mentally, the Lord might have gave you a big increase this week spiritually, man. They endure that chastisement, right? But read on.
He bring it low and lift it up.
Read.
He raised up the poor out of the dust.
Guess what? Who was the only people he brought out the dust of the earth, man? He brought us there. Read on.
And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
Read on.
To set them among princes.
Guess what? Now we sitting up there, man. We was just at the bottom. We was just the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, right? We were just so-called niggas who believe in the chart. Just so niggas who wear fringes every day. Sisters that's just dressing like some damn Muslims now. But now look at us. We in the kingdom, right here, following Christ. Got the angels with us. Got the heathen kind of walking. Got a damn leash on now. No more wild dogs on the loose, right? Think about these things, man, in perspective of how quick this thing can change. Read on, God.
And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
Man, come on now. You gonna make them sit like princes and inherit the throne of glory, man. Read on.
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's.
Read on.
And he has set the world upon them.
And that's another part of the Lord telling you, hey, I'm the Lord that do these things, man. It's another world precepts. It is, man. Come on now. But watch this, read 9.
Verse 9. He will keep the feet of his saints.
Come on now. Read that again, huh?
He will keep the feet of his saints.
Read.
And the wicked shall be silent in darkness.
Read.
For by strength shall no man prevail.
And that's thus said the Lord, man. So it's showing you who we gonna make poor to make rich, who we gonna set among the princes to get the throne and glory. He said he gonna keep the feet of his saints. So he gonna pick them back up. He ain't gonna let them fall. But he said, as for the wicked, he said, y'all gonna sit in silence in the darkness, man. Think about it, love. Your mama told you to go to sleep early, and you ain't tired. You can't turn on the TV. You don't got a phone. You kind of just gotta sit there and look at the ceiling. And like, damn, it's dark in here. I can't see nothing. I can't say nothing because mama in the other room waiting for me to say something. That's how the Lord gonna have the heathen. Just think about how prideful they are to this day. Boast about everything. Oh, America, go USA. We're Russia. We're the strongest. We're the UK. We're England. We're Sky. We're Britain. We're France. Lord gonna bring all y'all down to the most lowest estate and show y'all these things. Man. And that's thus said the Lord, right? Even if we read verse 10, man. But I'm talking about we could be in 1 Samuel all day, man. Let's get the precept on it real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 32. We're going to go to 32. We're going to start at verse 39. Almost out of here, brothers and sisters. We got it. I ain't going to tell you.
Like even like how was talking about the 1 Samuel, that's what David was talking about in Psalms 94, verse 17, he said, my foot almost slipped. Almost, my foot slipped, almost went inside this.
Right.
So it's talking about the same exact thing.
I almost fell into the condemnation of the heathen. But Lord, you got me right, man.
So you're going to have my foot, Lord.
That's my foot, man. Read Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39.
Read that.
See thou that I, even I am he,
Read.
and there is no God with me. I kill,
Read.
and I make alive.
Read on.
I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Come on now. The Lord, literally, at all these precepts, all these verses we read, the Lord literally starts by I am he. I'm the one who do this. You're going to be mad at me. And what's that going to get you? Because if he was to say Ezekiel did it, you'll be mad at Ezekiel because he's just a man, right? Guess what? Christ even said himself, I don't do these things. I'm doing the will of my Father. But yet they persecuted Christ because they could see him. They don't know one of them. Nobody on the earth is going to go against the Most High God, man, and think to win. Come on now. Like they say, your arm's not long enough. Come on now. And that's how much the Lord has his omnipotency and his power. He tell you straight up, hey, yeah, I did it. What you going to do about it?
Oh man, we got to read that verse 40 because that's exactly what the Lord is basically saying.
Man,
We're like, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
I live forever. What about you? I can kill you and make you alive. I can hurt you and I can heal you. I can make you poor. I can make you rich. I can take you out of the truth. I can put you in the truth. I can make you a nigga. I can make you a king. I can make you a nigga. Oh, I can make you a nigga woman. I can make you a princess. I can do all these things, man, because he lives forever. We don't. Oh, man, that's straight like that, man. Oh, man, that's tough, bro. I'm telling you, that is tough, man. It says, Helen Exclusive says, what happens when we trust our enemies? We'll read one precept. 2 precepts. Proverbs 11:21. We ain't gonna get too deep on it. We can go on a whole spiel of what's gonna happen. All these things. That's what Abraham, that's what I was just quoting. Psalm 96 and 4. You got a couple seconds too late. Oh, my bad, so like, yeah, 94:16. But for 2 precepts, Psalms 111 and Psalms 11. Now you got me thinking something. Proverbs 11 and 21.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished,
Read.
but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
So guess what it says? Though hand join in hand, right? This is if we choose to trust our enemies, right? It says the wicked shall not be unpunished. Meaning just how they gonna get punished in the day of judgment when Christ come back, y'all gonna get the same judgment. And that's if we trust our enemies, right? Now, one more. Wisdom of Solomon, 18 and 7. Because in order to make it to the kingdom, you have to accept these 2 things. So if you don't want to make it to the kingdom of heaven, then do these, right? The Wisdom of Solomon, 18 and 7.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7.
Bring it out.
So of thy people was accepted.
Hold on. So if thy people was accepted, meaning you have to accept this thing, right? Read.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
So guess what? Everybody can agree with the salvation of the righteous, right? Not everybody, because some people want to save the heathen, right? Some people want to do this, some people want to do that, right? We'll read.
And destruction of the enemies.
The destruction of who?
Of the enemies.
Come on now. The destruction of the enemy. He said we got to accept the salvation of the righteous and the destruction of the enemy. There's 2 things. So if you can't accept the one, if you choose not to accept the destruction of the enemy, you're going to be right there hand joining hand with them, man. Come on now. That's just the easy way if you choose to trust your enemy. That's the most easiest answer I can put to it. And we can go into a whole deep spiel, but to kind of nip it up in the bud, if you trust them, you go right with them. If you don't accept, they're gonna get destroyed. You'll be right with them. But let's get this next precept. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 11, verse 21. Yeah, Abraham should drop them precepts in there, man. You know. Sister wanted to answer, man. I dropped the precepts in there for her. Hope that answered your questions, Sister Helen. Exclusive. Nah, 11 and 21.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 21. Bring it out. Marvel not at the works of sinners.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, that's kind of the spirit too. That you asked that question. Now it says marvel not at the works of sinners. Because when you start to marvel at them and you start to be like, dang, oh man, they're really not that bad. They just have a lot of money. If I trust them, I'll get some of those riches, right? Or if I just let them be, maybe we'll all eat, right? Read.
But trust in the Lord.
That's what we're supposed to trust in, the Most High God, right? Read.
And abide in thy labor.
Read. In the work that you're doing. In the work that you're putting in for the Lord, right? Read.
For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord.
It's a what thing?
It is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord.
It's never a hard thing for the Lord to do anything. That's why I tell you 1 John 5 and 3, his commandments are not grievous, man. Because it's an easy thing for the Lord to do what? Read.
On the sudden to make.
He said, not only if it's easy, I can make it happen in a sudden, an instant, right? Read.
To make a poor man rich.
To make a who?
To make a poor man rich.
And guess what? We know that's physically, and we know that that's more important spiritually, man. Guess what? He said he know our works. Revelations 2 and 9, man. I know that tribulation, I know that works, man. He said, hey, they tell you poor, but you are rich, man. How? Because you're rich, you have the kingdom, you have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of this Bible. You have all the things promised and granted to you, to the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American as the chosen seed of Israel, right? Read on.
The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the God.
Read.
And suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish.
Just think about how suddenly he rose the Israelites back up in the power to where you see literally an Israelite almost every day. Man, I know my wife can attest to it. She literally done seen 2 Israelites, one in her granny neighborhood and one at the damn grocery store. One was an Issachar sister, the other one was a Jake walking up the street. Oh, now we are literally waking up at a rapid rate, man. Read on.
Say not, what profit is there of my service?
Man, brothers and sisters, don't ever get complacent in this truth. Why you start questioning why you in the truth? Don't ever be like, what I'm in the truth for? What am I doing this for? Why do I have to read every day? Why do I have to study? Why do I have to listen to my damn husband? Why do I have to listen to my wife? Well, guess what? Why do I have to love my wife as I love myself? Why do I have to take care of my children? Guess what? You sound like a damn Pac-Man. Waka, waka, wah, wah, wah. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Stop asking why. Just do the work. The Lord will show you these things, man. The Lord will show you everything that you need to do as long as you keep doing it, man. Like he told Ezekiel, eat the roll. Ezekiel said, well, why I gotta eat it? I really ain't that hungry. What is the roll? No, he didn't question it. That's what Christ came in to fulfill the mission. Did he say, well, why I gotta do it? No, he went and did it. Guess what? He got a little faith and said, well, Lord, if you will, take it out of my hand. If not, so be it. But guess what? He did his damn part, man. He didn't ask what was the reason of his service, man. And brothers and sisters should not get faint and weary to want to question that service, man. Read on.
And what good things shall I have hereafter?
Now you're starting to question the kingdom. Are you sure I'm going to get the kingdom? I really don't believe in it no more. I think we're in the matrix. I think we're doing this. We're doing that. I think everybody makes it to the kingdom. I think we are on heaven, right? I think Christ is already here. Huh? Yeah. I come back as a bird, huh? Oh, now you start to question these things, man. Start to question the doctrine you've been learning, the foundation you was built on. You can start to question all these things, right? Read.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Guess what? When you're going through the highs of your life, man, zeal might be on the cloud, spirit might be good, money might be flowing, man. You forget about all the stuff you went through, all the trials and tribulations, all the spirits, all the demons that you fought, all the distractions that come upon you. When everything is hunky-dory, like how you so love to say, you forget about the affliction. You forget about the hard times that you went through, right? Because I'm going to tell y'all, brothers and sisters, a month from now, all the brothers and sisters are going through something. We might be great. Guess what? Money might be coming in good. bills back in order, house back in order, and we don't forgot what happened just a month ago. Not even let alone whenever brothers and sisters in the world came into this truth, you forgot what happened back then, right?
Same way with the time of Egypt.
That's
They
right.
forgot all the things that the Lord did for them, destroyed the damn Egyptians, did all these different type of things. And then as soon as they step foot on that affliction again, hey, they forgot about all the prosperity, man.
And that's right. Read.
In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction.
Read on.
And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
And that's what the problem is, man. That's how you're not taking this thing joyfulness and gladness of heart, man. That's how the Lord is chastening you, but you're being weak and faint-hearted about it. When you getting chastened, you got to remember that it's always light at the end of the tunnel. I'm getting my ass whooped for a purpose. What he say for the fullness or for the greatness, for the things here to come after, right? Take that ass whooping, man, and keep going, man. It only gonna get better from here. Think about it. We already at the bottom as a nation of people. We can't get more lower than where we are now. If you keep doing it, the Lord only can make us go up from here. Come on now. Anything lower than where we are as a nation of people is death. And I'm just saying, man, just think about these things, man. Thank God. Look, he even got so bad, got a little booty poop running around here, man. Come on, man. This is the thing we gotta get back to the nation of people, man. I got a saliva for the technical difficulties, man. Today it ain't the Wi-Fi.
Hey, the Lord look at you, you got an ass.
Man, he deserve an ass whooping. I don't know why he ain't got one yet. Speaking out loud to the crowd. Hey, come on, man. But read on, now.
For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
Come on, it's an easy thing for the Lord to say, late. Zebulon. Late. 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 I'm talking about it's easy for him to say that. Give a man according to his word, man. Guess what? He's late. Judah. Issachar. Late. 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 Naphtali. Late. Late. Benjamin. Late. You see what I'm saying? It's easy for the Lord to do that, right? Read on.
The affliction of an hour, making a man forget pleasure.
Man, the Lord said it only take an hour. It just take 1 hour for all hell to break loose. And you forget all the precepts. You forget all your understanding. You forget all the understanding. You forget your salvation. You forget what's supposed to come after. You forget that the Lord said he's going to chasten you. Like Sirach chapter 2 say, endure the temptation. You don't forget all these things, right? Read.
And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered.
Read, man. That's tough, man. But watch this. Verse 28. I love 28.
Verse 28. Judge none, lest before his death. For a man shall be known in his children.
Guess what, man? The Lord said, hey, don't bless nobody when they die. So you see their children. You can't say, man, this man was a great man. He lived a great life. He got good children, man. This nigga children, murderers, robbers, hoes, thoughts, and pimpers. That nigga wasn't too good. He didn't get his household in order. What the Lord say, second Ezra, what's that, 13 and 14 or 14 and 13? Let's see, my dyslexia, man. 14 and 13. The Lord said, set your house in order, man. Guess what? If I was to perish today, God forbid, let's say the Lord take me tonight, tomorrow. Guess what? Hey, you can exhort a brother as much as you can, but guess what? You're going to see me through my children, through my child, through my wife. Everything that I left for a legacy. And whether it be in order or not, hey, it's going to be on me for the Lord to judge me for these things. Man. It's up to me. It's up to us as men to get the household in order. This is the Lord's household as a whole. The congregation is our household. It's up to the men, the captains, the leadership, the officers, the soldiers to get these things in order, man. So when we die, the Lord can look upon us and be like, damn, they did good. Well done, my good and faithful servant, right? Get this other precept, man. Let's go to Sirach chapter 18. Stay in Sirach, let's go to 18. Start at verse 25, man. Good precept, Sister Mary Houston said Deuteronomy 8 and 11. Oh yeah, I love that precept. That's the exact precept that go with that. So y'all can precept that Deuteronomy 8 and 11 with that Sirach 11 and 25. Those are exact precepts that go with each other, right? Let's read that Sirach chapter 18, verse 25.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 25.
Bring it out.
When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger.
Guess what? When your spirit is filled and when you have just enough to make it by, remember the times when you was going through those trials and tribulations. Remember the struggles that you go through. Like it says, 2 Ezra 7 and 56, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth must fight, man. If you get the victory, you're going to receive the things that he promised. But if you don't, guess what? He's going to get what you get, man. You're going to get the judgment of the Most High God Almighty, man. Have you read in Ezekiel chapter 7? Have you read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47? Have you read in Hebrews chapter 12, man? If you do right by the Lord, you get the good. If you do wrong, you get the wrong. But it says when you have enough, remember the time of hunger. Remember the struggles that you went through, man. Remember that old nigga, man. When you were on your zeal as 100 and you know you were Israelite indeed, man. Remember when, hey, just yesterday, just last year, you was just in this world kicking, man. And be thankful. You always got to be thankful for where we are, man, because the Most High do with these things, right? Read.
And when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need.
Guess what? When we're rich in the spirit, think about the times when we didn't have the commandments, didn't have the precept, didn't have the understanding. We're still out there every Saturday, every Friday night, hoeing out, going to the club, doing buying, selling, eating hot food, doing all these abominations that the Lord sees. Guess what? You might have been a man laying with another man. You might have been a woman sleeping with another woman. Think about all these things when you're rich in the spirit, man. Guess what? Even rich physically. Remember just yesterday, hey, the bills needed to get paid now. Now, guess what? This week, you up. Always remember these things. Why? So that you can be thankful of these things. That's why, my bad, go ahead.
Like, even in the kingdom, we still going to be doing the same exact thing. Because think about it. Every Sabbath, we're going to be going to see from one room to another. We're going to be looking at the brothers and sisters that had a chance to make it again.
That's right.
We can look at it in the state of like we was headed in that same direction, but our praise, Most High God chose us out of that thing.
That's right.
Right.
Let's think about it. The Lord put us through that first wilderness. Why? To see if we'll keep the commandments or no. The Lord is going to put us through another wilderness to see if we're going to keep the commandments or no, man. And that's literally what comes with these things, right? But read on. Verse 26.
Verse 26. With the morning until the evening, the time is changed.
So guess what? From the morning to the evening, we know the time changed, right? Read.
And all things are soon done before the Lord.
Guess what? Just like that, all things can be soon done before the Lord, right? You was just a nigga when you woke up in the morning, and now you back to that righteous man come 12 o'clock. You was just yelling and arguing with your husband at 3 p.m. Now you cooking them dinner at 6 o'clock. Now y'all going through the precept. Come on now. You were just a disobedient child at 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 3 or 4 o'clock, and now you love mama and daddy again. All these things can change under the Lord, man. Read.
A wise man will fear in everything.
Read.
And in the day of sin, he will be aware of offense.
And it's tough, man.
But a fool will not observe time.
But a fool will not observe it, man. And we got to understand the Most High do with all these things, man. And in order to receive that inheritance, in order to receive the things that we need be, we have to continue to serve the Lord, joyfulness and gladness and heart, man. I'm talking about that's the only way we're going to get out of these things, man. Is continue to serve the Lord, man. And it said even at the end of that last verse, it says, and all things are soon done for the Lord, man. The Lord is going to do all these things, man. I'm going to preach it, man. I'm trying to see it. I write it down. No, that was it. My bad. And with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man. The water brothers since that tuned in, man, y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all help us push this truth across the four corners of the earth, man. The water brothers sisters, like I said, that tuned in, man. Y'all keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. I know I said it twice. Hey, I had to reverse it. Come on. The water for the brothers and sisters, they get to the GoFundMe, to the Cash App. Like I said in class, that money is being greatly used for the building of our nation and to the helping of the brothers and sisters in the building, man. The water brothers and sisters that get those spiritual armors, righteous prayers, and righteous fastings, not only for us, but for the whole nation of Israel, man. Y'all keep doing these things, keep building, keep studying and show yourself approved. Continue to magnify the ministry, man, so that we can't be blamed for anything, right? We got these few days. Pentecost. This Sunday, Battle Axes will be celebrating Pentecost, first fruits. All praise to the Most High, man. So, brothers, y'all come, brothers and sisters, come with y'all first fruits for the Lord. Try to get back on track, man. I'm gonna say, man, the Lord is a wonderful God, man. He give you the first year, then he give you 14 days later to get it back right with the Passover. Then you give the first fruit so that if you wasn't giving him your first, then you can start giving it to him now. If you're not giving them to him then, a little later on, he give you the Day of Atonement to atone for these things, man. And if not, hey, you get a dedication to rededicate yourself back to him. And if that ain't enough, hey, hopefully the Lord will sit you out the next Passover, right?
Yeah, that's us being in the wilderness, trying this.
That's right, man. But guess what, man? Y'all brothers, y'all just keep that in mind, keep it in y'all spirit, man. If you feel like you ain't doing enough, man, hey, at the start of this Sunday, man, start trying to bring the first fruit back to the Most High God, man. Think about it. If you start bringing the fruits to the Most High God, watch how he'll start watering you and taking care of you and nourishing you as you see fit, right? But here's the Battle Axes, man. We always finish with a law, statute, or a commandment. Man, I didn't get to read your precept of Brother Abraham, but at Deuteronomy 4 and 30, I'm going to read it real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 30. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice. For the Lord thy God is a merciful God. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy father, which he sware unto them. Come on, man. When we're going through all these things, we always got to remember the reverence on the Most High God, man. The sun, Yahweh shine, man. But like I said at the Battle Axes, man, we always finish with a law, statute, or commandment. The law for today is going to be Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 20. Deuteronomy 10 and 20. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 20. You get that, read it out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 20. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God. Him shalt thou serve.
Read again.
Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God. Him shalt thou serve.
Read.
And to him shalt thou cleave.
Read.
And swear by his name.
This is the Lord, man. I'm talking about this is the Lord in his omnipotency, man. He said, hey, you're going to fear me, serve me, and cleave and swear by his name, right? Read.
He is thy praise.
Read.
And he is thy God.
Read on.
That had done for thee these great and terrible things.
These what?
These great and terrible things.
Like I said in Nehemiah, great and terrible God, he done did great and terrible things for us. Great by giving us laws, statutes, commandments, curses, and blessings. By giving us his lineage, his chosen seed line. By giving us the kingdom. What's the terrible things? Putting us through the curses, giving us over to the heathen, allowing us to serve out our captivity. And guess what? That's not even a terrible thing, because why? It's showing us to be able to be thankful for everything that we go through, right? Read on.
Which thine eyes have seen.
Guess what? Our forefathers seen it, and guess what? We've seen the taste of that thing too, man. But all praise to the Most High for all the chastisement, man, because we know as long as he continue to whoop us, he's dealing with it, man. Not as bastards, right? But you want to cut it off? But like I said, man, the Water Brothers and Sisters tuned in, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all Shabbat. Y'all be ready to tune in tomorrow to the Captain's great class, man. Y'all keep y'all spirits in order, man. With that, man, we're gonna say Shabbat Shalom, man.